guys. I hope you guys are well. I hope everyone is good. So on today's video, we'll basically be talking about my teenage pregnancy. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on TikTok, and a lot of you did. Let me just leave this for now. I'll do it later. Okay, so we have about 14 questions here, and that is mainly because I don't want to repeat the same questions over and over again. I literally wrote them down. So yeah, we'll be tackling a conversation around my teenage pregnancy, how I found out that I was pregnant, those type of things. So I have questions here that I'll be answering, okay? So for those who don't know me, let me just reintroduce myself. My name is Sibisile Chavalala, and I'm a TikToker and a YouTuber. So I can basically say that I'm an upcoming influencer. I think it's safe to call myself that. And I'm currently working as a primary school teacher. And yeah, man, I'm working hard, I think. But yeah, so in this video, I'm not making this video to promote teenage pregnancy. I'm not making this video to say that it's okay to fall pregnant while you're a teenager. I'm not saying that you can fall pregnant and you'll figure it out later. No. I'm just gonna say that teenage pregnancy is wrong, and that's where it's at. That's where we stop, and that's it. So let me start with the first question. I saw a question here that was asking me, okay, so how old was I when I found out that I was pregnant? I was 16. I felt pregnant at 16, and I found out when I was 16. And then the number one question is, what was your mom's reaction when you told her about the pregnancy, and how was the whole experience as a 16-year-old? So these are two questions. So what was your mom's reaction? I think my mom was disappointed, but obviously she didn't say it to my face, but I think she was disappointed because obviously there's no parent that expects her child to fall pregnant at the age of 16. Yeah, man. I know that my dad was definitely disappointed. My dad was disappointed in me. Where was I? Sorry about that. So yeah, my dad was definitely disappointed. He did say that, he didn't even want to be within the arrangement of my relationship with Remi's dad. So yeah, but then along the way he ended up accepting because he saw that I was becoming something. I was in varsity. I was working towards having a career. So I think he ended up accepting. But yeah, but he never really was against my ex at the time, my partner at the time. He was never against me. He was never against Remi. He loved us. But then he just didn't like the whole situation and the whole arrangement. So yeah. How was the whole experience as a 16-year-old? It was quite challenging because with having to go to school and having to experience bullying because I was pregnant, and also having to be mentally okay just for the sake of my baby, it was a bit challenging, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we went through it and we passed. Yeah, I think that's all that matters. Who supported you during the whole pregnancy? Do you mean support like in terms of finances, or do you mean support like who was there for me? I think I'm gonna answer both of them. Okay, so my partner at the time was there financially, and he was there throughout the pregnancy, and his mother was also there throughout the pregnancy. His family was there during the pregnancy and after everything was just good. My mom was there during the pregnancy and after the pregnancy. She supported me, even though I disappointed her, as I said. but she was there for me. Even after the pregnancy, she was there for me. She's the one that took care of my daughter, and I had to go to school. So yeah, my family did support me. Yeah, they did support me. So yeah. How did your friends react when you told them about the pregnancy? I only told one of my friends, and I think within an hour of me telling her, almost the whole school knew that I'm pregnant. She literally told a lot of people that I'm pregnant. So before break, everyone knew that I'm pregnant. They were asking me. So yeah, man. I wouldn't say they were disappointed, but I think they judged me for it. I think that's the case. I think they judged me for the whole pregnancy situation. So yeah. Next question is, what was the challenging part during your pregnancy? The challenging part during my pregnancy was definitely having to go to school while pregnant, because a lot of people had a lot of things to say. A lot of people would judge me when they would see me. A lot of people were actually expecting it to happen because they knew about my relationship with my ex. And a lot of people didn't approve of it, and they had a lot of opinions about my relationship with my partner at the time. So yeah, I think a lot of people were just judgmental, and that was for me the most challenging part, because when you're pregnant, you need to have a clear mind, a clear state of mind. You need to be okay mentally. Mental health is literally the number one thing during pregnancy. So for me, I had to isolate myself a lot. Even with this pregnancy, I isolated myself a lot because I didn't want to experience the same thing. As many of you know, I'm not married, and I have 2 kids. So obviously people would say, why would you fall pregnant twice without a ring? So yeah, that was the case. And then how did you cope in matric with a baby? I coped very well, I'm not gonna lie, and that is maybe because my mom was there for me. My mom was taking care of my baby. She was always there, honestly, and I did have time to study, and I did make it through matric very well. Hence I'm here right now. I didn't have to repeat my matric, I didn't have to rewrite anything. I just went through pregnancy, through matric smoothly with the support of my mother. And then 16, what happened? Were you still in school? 16, yes. At 16 I was still in school. I was doing grade 10. How? So what happened was I was taking contraceptives, the whole pill, the whole prevention pill thing, because I had problems with my period flow. I got my period for like 3 weeks, and then my sister's husband recommended that I drink the pills, the contraceptives, for 3 months, which is going to help my flow to go back to normal. So I did that, and within that 3 months, I would skip sometimes. And at the time, I didn't know that that leads to more possibilities of falling pregnant. So yeah, that's what happened. And then when I stopped drinking them, I was supposed to go on my periods. I think the following week, and then I didn't go on my periods, and then that's how I got tested. And then I found out that I was pregnant. So yeah. How was the relationship with Shoni's father? How was the relationship with Shoni's father, and is he taking care of her? How was the relationship? At the time, it was very nice, very smooth sailing. He did everything for me. He was basically like, I was spoiled, I can say. I was super spoiled in the relationship. There was nothing I would ask for and I wouldn't get. He would get everything for me, whatever it is that I wanted. Whenever, if I wanted something and he could afford it, he would buy it. But there was no time where I asked for something that he couldn't afford. It was always something that he could afford. So he was good financially. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So yeah. Is he taking care of her? I don't know. I would say no for now. But yeah, let me just get back to that later on in the video, like in the stage. I'll probably come back with feedback. I don't know. Who was the first person you told? So the first person that I told is this other lady that was staying at my grandmother's house. So at the time, my mom and I were staying at my grandmother's house, and then obviously we had tenants in the rooms, and I was super close to one of the ladies. So that was the first person that I told because I was with her when I did the test. So yeah, how did you find out you were pregnant? I think I already answered that. I found out because I had to test. I had to go to my periods and I didn't get my periods, and then yeah. How did your parents find out? I didn't tell my mom. My ex's mom had to tell her because I was scared. I was super scared, and then my ex's mom had to tell her. And then yeah, that's how she found out. And then obviously she had to deliver the news to my dad and also to my sisters. So yeah. How was your birth experience and healing? My birth experience was good because I didn't experience any tearing. I didn't have to get an episiotomy. I didn't have to get stitches. So it was pretty good. It was smooth. I'm not gonna lie. And then how was the healing? The healing, I usually allow my body to heal naturally first before I start with all the other things. So yeah, that's what I did. Even with this pregnancy, I allowed myself to heal, and then I only started tying my belly around, I think 3 weeks, 4 weeks at the time, because I didn't have any stitches. And then with this pregnancy, I started tying my stomach at the first week, I think. Yeah, the first week. So yeah, my healing is usually pretty smooth because even now I had an episiotomy, but then it's already healed. So yeah. How did you feel after seeing the test? I was pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie, I was in a committed relationship, I was in a serious relationship, very serious, which I'll talk about when I'm ready. So yeah, for now, I was really happy. I was super happy. That's that. How's the relationship with your kids' dads? It's pretty good. With Ngosi's dad, our relationship is okay. I wouldn't say right now I'm more focused on the relationship. I'm more focused on my career, honestly. And I'm only gonna focus on the relationship once I know that I'm good within my career, I'm good financially. I feel like right now I'm just working on building myself. I just wanna work on myself just for the sake of my kids. Just so I make sure that my kids have a very secure future and that they have a good future and that they don't suffer. I don't want my kids to have the same experience I had as a kid. I don't want my kids to be raised the same way I was raised. I'd love for everything for them to be different. I'd love to be able to give my kids whatever it is that they want at the time. So yeah. Shirley's dad, I don't feel comfortable answering that right now. So yeah. How old were you when you had her? If too young, was abortion ever an option for you? How old were you? I was 16. Abortion was never an option for me. It has never been, even with this pregnancy, it was never an option for me. I'm not against it. I'm not against people that are doing it. But for me personally, I wouldn't do it. So that's just how it is. I'm done with answering the questions. So, yeah. One thing that I can say, mainly to the teenagers that are in relationships, I think honestly, take care of yourself, man. And that's all you can do. That's all you can ever do for yourself. Make sure that you're there for yourself. Make sure that within the relationship you don't lose yourself. Because me, personally, within the relationship that I was in when I was 16, 15 to be specific, because that's when we met, I was groomed to become a certain person. I was groomed I think also the gifts was just the way to shift my mindset from other things, from focusing on other things that he was doing on the side. I think I was more focused on my relationship with him, that I ignored everything that was happening around us. And I literally forgot about my family, I forgot about my friends. I was just focused on him. He groomed me in a way that I would say I didn't have a life without him. And when I had to break up with him, I struggled a lot. So what I'm saying is, do not lose yourself in a relationship, and do not focus too much on a relationship. Make sure that within the relationship you're still working on yourself. Make sure that you're still working towards being successful. And also, quite importantly, make sure that you do not fall pregnant. Because to be honest, I feel like I didn't have the bond that I would wish to have had from me when she was still a baby. I was too focused on school, and then when I had to come back, I had to focus on my relationship, and also it was just a lot of things. So I would say that focus on yourself, do not fall pregnant, like just focus on yourself. I don't regret having my daughter. I would never regret having my daughter. But do I regret having her at 16? Yes. And the reason for that is I did not have a relationship with her, and I never got to give her time at the time. So yeah, we have reached the end of our video. I hope you guys got all the answers that you wanted, and I hope the ones that are still young are going to take my advice from a person that experienced teenage pregnancy. Please just take my advice. Please focus on school. Our parents usually say that abafana babaleki. I don't know how to put it in English, but yeah, if I had to directly translate it, it means that boys are not going anywhere and they'll always be there. So yeah, and don't say that if I fall pregnant, I'm definitely gonna make it, because basically did make it as well. I made it because I worked hard. And the one thing that was pushing me was the fact that I have a daughter, that I need to make sure that her future is good, that she has a good life and all that. So I worked hard during high school, I worked hard during varsity, I also worked hard. And on my 4th year, I worked even harder. So don't think that because life is going a certain way for Spesihle, my life is also going to go the same way. No, my darling. Just work on yourself, work hard, focus on school, make sure that you finish school. Leave boys, man. You will see them later. I think I should have taken that advice, but yeah, I didn't. And right now, I think I'm applying that whole thing of saying boys are not going anywhere. They'll still be there, even later on in life, they will be there. So right now, my relationship with Ngosi's dad is very good. We're still together, we're still in a relationship, but then am I focusing too much on it? Not really. I'm focusing on my career and working on myself and making sure that I'm a better person. Later on in life, probably 5 years from now, I'll be a different person. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, man, that's all I have to say. I hope for the ones that are still young, for the ones that are in relationships, and the ones that are still trying to figure whether school is better or being in a relationship is better, trust me, school is better, because then you have more benefits. You will benefit even way more than you focusing on that relationship right now, because there's a probably 70% chance that that relationship is not even gonna last, so focus on yourself and focus on school. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog. I'm sorry, I'm used to vlogging, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.